Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friends?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
With that, we are underway. And Queen City's still got some room. He's got room, and he's gone. Touchdown to start this ball game as the... Once again, the ball's loose. That's going to be a touchdown, I believe. Easiness there we had to sort out, which... sorted out. That's going to be... He's going to make it across the line as... Another low snap. Queen City gets back, but he's able to run free. He might have enough, and he will sneak in the end zone as he was able to really guard who you're going after. That's going to be another touchdown for Queen City, and that's going to be a 1-yard interception for a touchdown. So it is just a regular kickoff. I'm not sure where the ball is. It was a short hop and another touchdown for another handoff. That's going to be a touchdown for Nicholson area. And they'll get that, and they will add to the touchdown total. That's going to be a fumble and a safety play generally to give out plays, as long as it's not going on actively. Hard hit by Queen City, and this will lead to another touchdown. So Queen City walks in for a touchdown. Plenty of time for the quarterback. He has time to run, and he will run this in for a near a touchdown. It is a touchdown. Not know what to do when it says 100 on there. It's going to be loose, and that's going to be a safety. So Queen City with the snap. We got a flag thrown. And the touchdown is caught. However, we had a flag. Queen City handoff in the backfield. So 2 more points added. 110 points. Quarterback keeper, he's going. He's going to go, and touchdown, Queen City. Queen City sets up, handoff, ball's fumbled. Depends on who grabbed it. Quarterback keeper, he will run in, and the Rough Riders will score. Pressure by Blair. He's got room to run. Touchdown and a new scoring record. So we are very near the end of this ball game. But the Rough Riders will have one more opportunity here on offense. Deep pass, interception. And looks like the ref. And 2-point conversion is good. So once again, we have another kickoff for the game. Queen City gets open. Another touchdown for Queen City.
The odds of this daughter of a clergyman spending 11 weeks at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts? 1 in 19 million. The odds of going on to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million.
The first time I saw the Toni Braxton PSA about autism was when I was pregnant with Breslin.
The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88.
I only saw it a few times, but every time I saw it, it just kind of, it impacted me. I was aware of autism, but I never thought that it could hit so close to home and affect so many families. I started noticing around probably 9 months that Breslin did things a little differently than the other babies in playgroup. I would try to engage him and, say, Breslin, look at mommy, and it was like I wasn't there. Breslin was in his own mind and nobody else was around. We probably Googled everything, hearing loss and just developmental delays, speech delays. The autism PSA actually kind of kept popping up in my head, but I don't think I wanted to hear that diagnosis. So I was looking for it to be anything else. At the end of the PSA, they say to look up the signs of autism. And when I finally did, it was like this moment where I felt the world crashing down on me. It described my son perfectly. I don't think any parent is prepared to hear your child has autism. But we went and got a diagnosis from a few different professionals, and the reoccurring theme that we would hear is there's a lot that you can do. When children are young, their brains are so elastic. The earlier intervention that you can get, the better you are.
Just like that. Your turn. 2. Yep, your turn.
C, D, E, F, G. I'm very grateful that I saw that PSA and that I saw it when I did.
Nice work.
L, M, N, O, P. Because of it, we are where we are today. T, U. He can read, he can write.
Cut.
We thought he'd never talk.
Chart.
And now he's speaking in phrases and sentences.
The star is what you are. Is what you are, that's right.
We still have a long way to go, but we've come so far. It's been amazing. Next time, won't you sing with me? There we go. We got it.
So 4th and 10 with Ledlev going for a pass. Gateway Blue Jackets on the left. He will get a quick snap, and City will get a touchdown as very quick snap on the play. I didn't even back. And once again, please remember in these times, if you can, think of others and wear a mask if you're able to prevent the spread of not just the cold will be gone at the end of this season. Touchdown, Blue Jackets behind the defenders.
We have lots of receivers, and they're probably going to throw the ball. Interception, Jackets, and he has no one with him right now. He's wide open, still going, end zone, and he should be touchdown, Jackets. Going for 2, we have a throwing handoff formation. Gateway's there, and that will remain area. Batted down, interception, and Gateway will get the ball back. Quarterback keeper, he's going to walk in the end zone. Lead Love with the touchdown. Pass around here, or a track, and I've seen the same guy like 3 times ride by. In the meantime, that pass is complete, and that will be walked in for a touchdown. So 2-point conversion. High pass. We're going to have good pass. He's going to stay in. He's going to get free, and he's gone. Wide open touchdown. 56 points for the Jackets. That's time to throw it. Easy toss, no one around, and 64 points for the Jackets. So thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting whatever team you support there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game. The final score is
and have a great night. We have a 66-24 win, and we will see you next week.
We just finished dinner, and it was time for homework. He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
A meteorologist, a doctor, a chemist. But now I found a new love for space science. I'm planning to be an astrophysicist.
We were told that Ella wasn't talking much at school. Teachers would be like, we don't know if she's understanding us, she's not responding. Then the first grade teacher said that she had some decoding issues. That's being able to sound out words. She would understand the context of the story, but not necessarily each word. And she wasn't doing well in school because everybody else was really reading. She also felt like she wasn't so smart. She felt bad about herself.
When people first say dyslexia, you think that you're like out of the regular group. But as you start realizing there's lots of people around who have dyslexia, they just don't always talk about it.
I think that helped all of us to have some kind of name to put to what was happening for her.
I saw this YouTube video on how we should live on Venus instead of Mars.
She's had a really blossoming year with her teacher, Liz Skelly. She's really helped her a lot.
I'm actually freakishly scared of the ocean.
People with dyslexia not only have specific weaknesses, but we're finding have really unique and interesting strengths.
Her nickname was First Lady of Physics.
because they have this different way of problem solving and thinking that actually, as adults, can often make them highly successful.
Majority of the women, most of the men got the credit for their work.
Ella has made years of growth in a very
We'd like to welcome the commissioner and owner of the IDFL to this game. With him a trophy for this championship game.
And welcome here to Springfield, Missouri. We are well, you're not on, but all right, we are back here in Springfield as we are having the pre-game meeting between both teams. The Commissioner Randall Fields just gave the coin toss or pre-game speech. Not quite sure what exactly is said back there, but both teams are doing the handshake as we are here for the IDFL 8-man championship game in Nicholson, Missouri, just south of Springfield. And I am here with scoreboard guy Newcomb. He's had a busy weekend. He's had already one game so far.
Had a game Friday night. Ned Reynolds and I called the Kickapoo West Plains High School football game, and then met with Dana Ford with Bears, Badges, and Kids earlier today at Reed Middle School. But pleased to be here. It's a gorgeous evening here at Cy Sports. Nice. The sun has went down. The temperature still for a late September day, probably in the mid-70s at this point. Not a bad breeze at all, which won't have any effect probably on this game, as this is the Impact Developmental League Outdoor National Championship. It's 79 degrees here in South Springfield, Missouri, Nixa, Missouri to be more exact, at Cy Sports. And the coin toss has occurred, and Granite City did win the coin toss, and they have deferred to the second half, so they will kick off to Queen City Asylum. Queen City Insane Asylum comes into this contest at 11-0. They've already defeated this team twice earlier this season. Scores of 70-12 in the first matchup and 62-37 in the next matchup. But a lot of additions to the roster here for the Gateway Blue Jackets. Some have not even made it onto the roster in some cases. So Queen City will start on offense first here. We do not have a clock that we can see, so we'll be guessing as far as the time remaining here. Kick is up. It's end over end. It's going to be fielded in the end zone and brought out to the 5 across the 10. He gets hit at the 12-yard line and dragged down there right at the 15-yard line. And that's where Queen City will start, 1st and 10. Nicholas Burns on the return there for Queen City. Queen City's quarterback, and they use a couple of quarterbacks. Matt Rush at number 2, and he's kind of the mobile guy. Likes to get outside the pocket, maybe turn up field and run, and I believe he's going to be in the backfield here in the opening session.
Matt Rush, of course, a Springfield native here in Missouri State and Hillcrest.
Yes, indeed. Ball is spotted. Backs in the eye behind Lovely at quarterback. We've got an offsides here. Flag coming from the line judge on the opposite side of the field. Both teams pointing at each other, but probably going to be a legal procedure. It is offsides against Gateway, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. That'll make it 1st down and 5 for the Asylum. Lovely back under center. Backs in the eye behind him. Single wide receiver to his left. Turns and hands off to the second back through. He's going to pick up about 3 on the carry. That was Otis Thomas on the carry there. He dotted the I in the backfield. 2nd down and 2 for the Asylum. New uniforms tonight for Queen City. Black numbers, black jerseys, trimmed in blue. Lovely turns and pitches it to Otis Thomas. He gets around the right side. He gets the first down. He takes a big hit, but it is first down and 10. But a big hit there on the play by Granite City. Number 21 on the hit, and that's Chris Smith. Chris Smith is a linebacker, 6'3", 218 pounds from Bethune-Cookman. Once again, lovely under center, sends a man in motion. Turns, hands it to Otis Thomas, second man through. He's going to get across the 20, down inside the 22-yard line. Pickup of about 4. We're going to give him 5 on the play. Queen City definitely content here to run the football. Queen City, as I mentioned, comes in at 11-0. This is the national championship for 8-man outdoor football.
And Gateway, they are, I believe they're 6-3 on the season. Their 3 losses have come to the Insane Asylum this year.
Lovely turns to his right, fakes the pitch out, tries to spin back around, and he's going to get maybe a yard on the play. That's going to bring up a third down, a little extracurricular activity there at the end of the play. Both teams in warm-ups having a lot of fun with each other in this contest. Third down and about 4 for the Asylum. Ball is just inside the 16. Backs in the eye behind. Lovely. Turns, gives it to the second back 3. Fumbles. Look, someone loses a helmet, but the ball is recovered by the Blue Jackets. Didn't see who got it. We've got a guy kind of staggering around here. That is Chris Smith. He had the big hit on the sideline on the other side, but he lost his helmet. May have gotten kind of cut up there on his face. He's over here on the sideline. Not sure about the trainer situation here, but he's probably next to his significant other at this point. So it'll be 1st and 10, Granite City. 1st and 10 from the 15. Gateway. The Gateway Blue Jackets. You know, you spend so much time at the high school level. Granite City is just, it comes to mind, but it is Gateway. The Gateway Blue Jackets, so I apologize to their fans that may be watching. Gateway. Quarterback for Gateway is number 14, Kyle Leadlove. He's a 6'5", 225-pound quarterback out of Millikan University. He's going to be in the pistol. He's got a back behind him and a back to his left. Single wide receivers to both sides. Turns and he pitches it back. Going to be met in the backfield and maybe no gain on the play. There's Queen City able to spread that or stretch that out to the sideline. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. These fields are 28 yards wide, I believe.
28 by 50.
20.
So 25 is midfield.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Nose of the football touching the 15-yard line of Gateway. Single back in the backfield behind Leadlove. Wide receivers to either side. He turns the wrong way, fakes. He's looking downfield. He's got a man, and a nice catch there in the middle of the field for a 1st down. And that was number 2, Brady Brockmiller, on the reception.
That's a great pass by Leadlove to find the open man under pressure right there as he was surrounded by 2 or 3 defenders.
Well, and either the back in the backfield or Leadlove himself turned the wrong way, and he had no one to fake the handoff to. And then he was looking at a incoming rush right in his face and able to get the ball out. Leadlove back to the line of scrimmage in the pistol, fakes to his right, throws nearly picked off. There he's looking for the slant route. And the corner on that side, that may have been Matt Rush. Jumped that route. If not, it was Nicholas Burns. black numbers on black uniforms, a little tough for this old man to see. I believe that was number 21. Gateway huddled up. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Just one positive play in this drive, but that was the 14-yard pickup on 3rd down and 10. Breedlove looks, fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. He's got a 9 route and had the man down in the corner of the end zone, and he's looking for the flag. Kind of ran a fade there.
I'd say there's a
good defense on that side of the field.
There's a little bit of contact before that catch, but sometimes kind of hard to tell, especially for the officials, behind when they're not right up on it.
Well, 28 yards, there's only 4 officials on the field. So the back judge is by himself. There's no umpire and 1 referee. Breedlove brings the play in from the sideline. Brings him to the line of scrimmage. Single back in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to either side. Fakes the handoff. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to run out of room. And he is sacked with maybe just a 2-yard loss on the play. But that's going to bring up a 4th down and 3. A 4th down and 13.
So they have to get
loss of 3 on the play.
They have to get past the 10-yard line now in order to continue with this possession here. Maybe the 11, but that's going to make it really close.
4th and 3, and they're going to attempt a field goal. .45 yards. Breedlove is the holder. Snap is back. Snap is good. The kick is blocked. 53 there with the block on the kick, and that's Tyrell Harvery. Gets his big left arm in there and blocks that field goal attempt. So Queen City will take over in Gateway's territory. 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at the 25, so actually midfield. 1st and 10 for Gateway. Matt Rush is in the huddle now. He may be taking over at quarterback. And he is indeed. Number 2, Matt Rush in the backfield. They'll be in a pistol situation. Single back behind Rush. He takes the snap. He fakes the pitch. He's going to roll to his right. He gets to the corner. Cuts it back, comes back across the field. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. He's got a man open in the middle of the field. And that is number 21. That's Nicholas Burns on the reception. Rush covered about 40 yards as he faked the pitch out here to the left, rolled back around to the right, had to come back and just created enough time where Burns could get open in the middle of the field, so 1st and 10. Single back in the backfield. Turns and hands it off, takes a shot right at the line of scrimmage. Does the running back. Ball carrier, I didn't catch the number there. May have been Joshua James, number 25. So no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 13. Rush in the pistol again. Looks over the defense. Single back in the backfield. Going to run out of room here. Trying to create some space. You better get rid of it.
He's still going, though.
And he's still on his feet.
He may get a touchdown on
They
this.
just can't seem to get 2 hands on him. He looked like it was going to be a loss of maybe 20 yards on the play.
I think he ran back 20 yards before he went forward again on that play.
Rush heads over to the sideline, and he gets the play there. But just that ability to extend that play.
He is dangerous when he gets in that open field sometimes because he can run like any running back out there if you put him in the open field.
Want to credit to the defensive backs for being able to maintain coverage for that long. Rush once again, this time the back in the backfield is to his right. Little screen play over the middle, got his man open and down to about the 2. It's going to be very close to a first down.
So they're going to be 4th and 1, or it looks like it'd be 4th and 1.
It's like Kenshea Hamilton, or Cunningham, on the reception there.
Oh.
That may be the first time I've seen a referee get down to a knee to eyeball that. Almost like he was on the putting green.
Yep.
So they're going to measure and see if it indeed is a first down. Both teams take an opportunity here to kind of catch their wind a little bit. No score in this contest. We are in the first quarter of this outdoor national championship game as they come out to measure. And it is indeed a first down by the nose of the football. So it'll be 1st and goal. Well, they're going to measure it again. And it's still first down.
Let's say there was really no doubt on that first measurement. It was pretty well.
So
well
1st and goal. There were 2 firsts on that play. 1st and goal. First time I've seen him measure it twice. Rush still in at quarterback. Single back. Sprints out to the right side. Rush in the backfield by himself. He's going to keep him himself. He's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So touchdown, Matt Rush over the left side. So that'll make it 6-0, Queen City Asylum. Barely got in over here over the pylon, but the official was right on it, the line judge, right on the ball and right on the line, goal line. And he signaled immediately. I don't know that Rush's feet ever got into the end zone, but the ball crossed the plane.
As I mentioned earlier, Rush is one of those quarterbacks that you really have to contain because once he gets out, he can really gain some yards. As
we're going to have a flag on the play as they're going for 2. That was Nicholas Burns in the backfield that took the direct snap.
He got it. We have a laundry basket full of flags down there, though.
A lot of laundry on the field.
It's like one of the jackets came up expecting signaling some sort
got
of
a face mask. That penalty's declined. So the 2-point conversion is good. So 8-0 now. Queen City Asylum here on top of the Gateway Blue Jackets.
And looks like the Asylum are already lined up and ready to go on the other side. As something with these two teams, they line up in a hurry. There's not a lot of waiting around between plays.
Officials right now trying to determine if the face mask penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. I'm sure that was the conversation. Since the penalty was actually declined, unable to do that. So Queen City now will be kicking off to the Blue Jackets. 2 Blue Jackets standing right at the end zone line. We've got officials making sure the right number of people are on the field. Approaches the football, end over end, and out of the end zone. Wait, it's going to return. Nope. He decides better and takes a knee in the end zone. So they will start at the 10, I believe.
I believe it's the 15.
Actually, it is the 15.
I think it's the 15.
Nope, it'll be the 10-yard line. I'm just watching where the yard markers go, and they're going to the 10. The officials, just turn around and look at the yard marker if you need to know where to set it. I don't think he has
Going from high school football to this, sometimes you got to.
They're going to actually put it at the 5. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 5 as Lead Love still on the sideline, quarterback for the Blue Jackets. He jogs in. Has to play. 8-0 here, Queen City Asylum. Late in the first quarter of play here in this national championship 8-man football game. Lead Love in the backfield, single back to his right. Fumbles the ball. And it's going to be recovered by an offensive lineman. You had a defensive end from the outside come in. Lead Love tried to step up into the pocket, and a big hand came down and swiped the ball right out of his hand.
That was close to
luckily,
safety, just on the 1 yard line, inches to spare.
So that's going to be 2nd down, and we'll say 14 and a half, because you say 15 when you start at the 5. That's not the best of situations. Lead Love got trips wide receivers to his left. Single back in the backfield. He's going to look to his right. Throws it over the middle, actually hits one of his offensive linemen in the helmet with the football. If this were an NFL game, that would be an illegal touch. That would be an automatic flag.
I was about to point that out there. I was thinking, like, is that an illegal touch in this league?
It would have been, and with the defender in the end zone, it would have been a safety. I'm sorry, with the lineman in the end zone, it would have been a safety. Got some kids here on the side that they're trying to get moved, and they won't back up a little bit. Awfully close to the field there to be that size.
We have 3rd and about 14 now again.
He's got 2 backs in the backfield. Actually, 3 backs in the backfield. Turns and hands it off to the second one through, and he's going to be tackled for a loss and a safety, and we've got some extra curricular activities going on here. A little blocking downfield. That's a national championship game. You're going to expect some of that.
And we're going to have a discussion on the field, so we're going to jump to PSA here as they're having their discussion, and we will be back in about a minute.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we are coming back. Everything has settled down here, and Gateway will kick it off to Queen City after the safety. So 10-0 after a few minutes of play. We don't have a clock here, but we should be midway through this quarter, I'm thinking right now.
Time being kept on the field by the line judge. Kick, end over end. It's going to be fielded just inside the goal line. They're going to bring it out. Out across the 10, across the 15. Leaps over a man. That's Nicholas Burns. And he's going to get out near midfield, out to about the 27-yard line.
We've got a lot of emotions going in this ball game today, as both these teams are really the third time knowing each other, and officials are really going to have to start to clamp down a little bit here to control some of these a little bit.
So Queen City 1st and 10, already leading 10-0 here late in the first quarter. Got a timeout, I believe, called by Gateway. It is indeed a timeout called by Gateway, and maybe an opportunity here to maybe settle some of his guys down a little bit.
We'll be back after about a minute here.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat.
And we are back, as that was a very quick timeout for the Jackets.
Lovely back in at quarterback, low snap. And he is able to corral it, but he's going to lose about 7 on the play. So low snap on the play, gets a good spot, maybe just a loss of 6. So it'll be 2nd down and 16.
That was a good job on the defense to see that opening right there and just, take off and run at it.
Well, one thing in 8-man football, you do not have a lot of time. Sends a man in motion. They're going to run to the right. Quarterback's going to keep it, and that wasn't Lovely or Rush. That may have been Nicholas Burns on the carry. Actually, no, that was number 15. It's Kenshay Cunningham.
That's going to bring up
at quarterback. May have received a direct snap.
That's going to bring up about 3rd and 5 now, as
he picks up about 10 on the play. It's almost a wishbone type setup. No wide receivers, double tight. Snap back, going to fake the hand. He's going to hand the ball off over the right side. He's got room, and he's going to get into the end zone if he can stay on his feet. And he does. Jimmy Clark on the carry. And Allie, as he got to the corner and turned it upfield, once he got his shoulder square to the end zone, put both hands on the football and got into the end zone and make sure he took care of that football. So now, just like that, it's 16-0. Queen City on top.
That is a perfect example of how to run that ball when you have to.
Once again, they're in that wishbone type setup. Quarterback in the pistol. Low snap again, picked up by the running back. And he fumbles. And it's picked up, and then he is tackled. Not sure what would have happened on that play had he gotten into the end zone.
I think that was still a live ball at that point there.
Well, the referee was trying to get out of the way, so I'm assuming it was live. I didn't hear a whistle. I think Queen City was maybe upset that he was kind of tackled, but you play to the whistle. So 2-point conversion fails.
Let's hear you, fans. Let's hear you go.
I know on a kick of an extra point, that would be a dead ball, but I'm not sure about a 2-point conversion if that would be considered a dead ball or not.
We are here at the National Championship down at CY Sports here for today's contest. And the kickoff following the touchdown is going to be received halfway back in the end zone. He brings it out, gets to the 5, gets spun around. He's running backwards now. He's going to get out of bounds at about the 3. But that's a good risk to take. If you're going to nail it down in the end zone and you're going to get it at the 5, hey, run it out. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about right at the 5-yard line. So anyway, I'd like to take a minute and thank our sponsors for their continued support of our program, starting with our platinum level sponsor, the Drunken Monkey Bar and Grill, located at 1816 West Division here in Springfield, Missouri. Go over and see the owners, Brian and Heather Smith, for some great food and drinks and even better people. And we'll cover some more of the sponsors here as we go out throughout the game. Loveday with the little screen pass out to his left. And that was, I believe, number 1 on the reception there. And he's going to pick up some considerable yardage. That's Kevin Short on the reception there, 6'2", 185-pound receiver who played in the NFL with the New York Jets. So Loveday back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's just shy of midfield. He turns, throws it to his right on a little screen as well. And that is number 2 on the carry there. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. And number 2, and I had it a minute ago, and I apologize, these are not in alphabetical order. Well, he's not on the roster. That's why I should have checked up there first. So Loveday back to the line of scrimmage. Trips wide receivers out here to his right. He's going to turn, hand the ball back off in the backfield. Right up the middle, going to pick up about 3 yards before he's brought down. And that is number 35 on the carry, and he's not on the roster either. And we apologize for a lot of roster changes, and a lot of those don't get to the scoreboard guy. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2 as the Asylum fans start chanting defense. Third down and 2. Snap back to Loveday. Pass out to the right. He's got his man open again, and that's, once again, that's number 1 on the reception. And he's going to have enough for the first down.
It's going to set them up in a good situation as they're going to have a 1st and 10 with a short 1st and goal after that. So that'll give them 2 opportunities or 8 plays if they need it.
That is Kevin Short again on that reception. Played for the New York Jets in the NFL. Right here at CY Sports in Nicholson, Missouri. Loveday in the pistol, turns to his right. Had a little misread there. Little misread there by the wide receiver. Maybe lack of communication. Just tried to throw a little bubble screen out here to the right. And I think he was throwing the ball to number 2, who was already downfield blocking, and threw it right through number 81. Got Short in the backfield, way in the backfield. He goes in motion. Snap. Loveday looking downfield, looking in the middle to the outside. We've got all kinds of contact over there with Short. 2 defenders on the play. 2 wide receivers. And anytime you've got 2 wide receivers in that same area, it makes them a little bit easier to cover.
We got some laundry back there.
It looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference. We await the referee's call.
So that would be first and goal if it is pass interference.
It is pass interference on Queen City. So we'll see where they place the football.
So it looks like
we have a referee who's lost his hat, probably threw his flag and then went to throw his hat. Now we've got a stoppage in play here. They attempt to adjudicate, and referee here starts the play clock. Side judge has the game clock. We're late in the first quarter here. Maybe offsides. Turns and hands the ball back off in the backfield. And a loss of about 10 at least 8 on the plate is going to take the ball out.
Looks like they give it to him.
Where are they going to spot this? And I believe this is probably the end of the first quarter.
And they give it to him at the 7-yard line or so, it looks like.
Let's see, we're waiting. I'm assuming this is the end of the first quarter. It is as they walk to the other end of the field, so we'll step away and take a timeout. You're watching the 8-man outdoor national championship here on YouTube television. Back after this.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Ms. Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
And we are back to start the second quarter as Queen City leads 16-0. So for the third meeting of these two teams, the Blue Jackets are hanging in there pretty well.
Just a lateral there by Loveday as he tries to get it out to shorten some space, and he had no space. It's going to be no gain on the play. So third down and goal. Ball will be about the 8-yard line.
I would imagine this would probably be a pass here, being 8 yards. They'd have to have a wide open lane for something like this to get a run in. This being 28 yards wide, I believe this is not a lot of room to run sideways.
Ball once again tipped at the line of scrimmage by a defensive lineman, nearly intercepted after the tip. Lead Love looking to his right there. Short is on this side of the field. Wide receiver number 1, maybe being used similar to a decoy. Everywhere Short goes on the field, he's in press coverage, but usually it's a man over. Got man-to-man coverage up front, trying to make contact with them at the line of scrimmage, and then that defender's got help over the top. Once again, he comes to the left side here to Short. Loveday in the backfield, single back to his right. Tries to do a little delayed route. He's claiming he got held.
I believe that will be a turnover.
It's a turnover on downs.
And looks like it is a first down going the other way.
Short lined up on this side of the field. He did press coverage. Tried to do a little bump and go. Felt like he was kind of grabbed onto. And I didn't see it. But maybe on the replay.
Don't have my replay.
Well, don't replay it. We won't replay it.
No replays tonight.
So the Asylum already leading 16-0, takes over on downs at their own 7-yard line. I believe this is Rush in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. And he's got a lot of room in front of him, and he's going to just tuck it and take off, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards, 7 or 8 yards, just right up the middle.
That was a big stop by number 7 on the Jackets there to keep him from going all the way to the end zone, because if he'd have got by, he'd have been gone.
And what you're looking at, when they've got 4 wide receivers out, if they run 9 routes, that your defensive backs have turned. So now it's basically rush against four defenders. If he can break through those four, the other guys can't see him because they got their backs to him. Once again, 4 wide receivers. Quick throw out here to the right. Makes one guy miss. Leaps one, and he's going to pick up the first down on the play. And that was number 13 on the reception. And that's Darius Daniel with the reception there and the first down for Queen City. No hashes on the field, so the ball is always placed in the center of the field. 1st and 10. Matt Rush again alone in the backfield. 3 blockers in front of him. Throws an eye route. He's got a man down there. And did he catch it? He did. Well thrown football. Comes right down into the breadbasket of the wide receiver in the end zone for a touchdown.
That was an impressive catch. I mean, just to get up there with that coverage he had.
Well, what a throw by Matt Rush, who did not play quarterback in high school nor in college. So just like that, it's 22-0.
Now, being a running threat as quarterback, you can come out and you can throw the ball too. You are a 1-2 punch, hard to stop sometimes.
Here we are in the second quarter. 16-0 right now. Sorry, 22-0. Going for 2. Had 1 successful 2-point conversion, 1 safety, 2 touchdowns. Good crowd here at CY Sports, and they're making themselves heard. Long conversation between the Blue Jackets coach and the referee, but we are ready now to attempt the 2-point conversion. Nicholas Burns in the backfield. He fakes the handoff, throws it in the end zone, and a touchdown.
So that'll make it 24-0 here in the second quarter.
24-0. And a well-designed play. Didn't come out of his hand real well, but who cares what it looks like? Nobody's painting a picture as long as it gets the job done.
The good news is, with not only football being played here, we have some high school football going on now. As you mentioned earlier, you are back to work covering some local high school football and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, you just never know what the schedule's going to be like. Sometimes it changes on Thursday, sometimes it changes on Friday.
Well, I was supposed to go to a game Friday, and I found out 2 hours before the game it was canceled, and I went to another game. So it changes literally hourly sometimes.
Queen City kicking off. Short kick, going to be fielded up at the 10. Out across the 20. He's got a little bit of running room. He's going to get near midfield, which is the 25-yard line. So that's where Gateway, the Blue Jackets, will start off here at 1st and 10, trailing 24-0 midway through the second quarter. This is the final game of the IDFL. This is the Outdoor National Championship contest between 2 teams who have met 2 times previously this season.
Now, these teams normally meet in the springtime, but due to COVID, it stopped everything as soon as they started.
So Lee Love Takes the snap, drops straight back, got man over the middle, and through his hands. And you can tell looking at Lee Levy, 6'5", 225. He has played some quarterback probably at the collegiate level. Millikan University was probably the quarterback there.
He was a starter at, I believe, Belleville East, over in the Metro East area.
Yeah.
Or Belleville West.
Well, he stands and holds the football like a quarterback. And a couple of cases here tonight, maybe just a little too hot for the receivers to catch. That one was a little bit too low. Kicked up. Oh, I tell you what. Half the guys on the field had an opportunity to catch that.
Let's say there was at least 3 or 4 people touch that ball in that process right there.
Deflected at the line of scrimmage. Then it appeared that a Blue Jacket was going to come down with it. And it went off of his hands and then off of a player's foot up into the air, and just no one able to come down and reel it in. So that brings up 3rd down for Gateway. Low snap. Got an offsides here on Queen City.
It's going to give them 5
the Canadian
yards.
football rules where the guy can start 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and run up, that's got to be disconcerting as a lineman, defensive lineman, when you see someone running at you, you get in the habit of guessing, well, they've got to snap it because he's going to be across the line.
Yep. Especially if they're not using verbal snaps. If they're doing cues or something like that, then it's harder to tell really when the ball's going at times.
Single back in the backfield. Kind of keeping him in as a blocker. Oh, he's got a man. Oh, that's probably going to be.
I could see pass interference on
yeah,
that.
That was.
No flags down.
And Loveday is asking the side judge here. The back judge did not have a good view of it because it was on the other side of the offensive player. But we could see it clearly from here that he had a hold of him. He may have saved the touchdown.
He definitely pulled him back from even going up for the football right before. As we mentioned, there's only 4 officials out there, so it's hard to catch everything that's out there.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional.
Oh no, it was.
You've got a side judge on this side of the field who's watching the middle of the field because there's no umpire. So he's watching the middle of the field. The back judge has got pass interference downfield. He was just in a situation where he couldn't see it. He was shielded.
So 4th and 5.
Loveday's going to tuck it, run, and he's going to get the first.
He should have a first down.
Now we've got a late flag coming in. Maybe a late hit.
Looks like he got the ball across the sticks, though, down there.
Yeah, it's we don't have the best angle, but Stormy Davis, general manager for Queen City, probably has a better angle, and I feel like he crossed the line, first down line. So he did get the line to gain, but now we've got a personal foul charged to Gateway.
So this should be a first down, but they're going to lose 15 yards because of the personal foul.
That was a dead ball foul, so the first down will be granted.
That will make it 1st and 15.
Should be 1st and 25 now.
25.
So we'll see where they spot the football. Should be back here at Gateway's 20.
No, the 10 on the other side, I believe. Nope.
Nope.
You're right, the 20.
It's a spot foul and just a 10-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. So Gateway in the Asylum territory. Snap to the right, fumbled, and it's picked up. Looked like Loveday was going to get on top of it, but he missed it, and it was knocked free from him, and Queen City's going to recover.
They're going to get great field position as they are on their side of the other side of the field, so they're going to have 20-some yards and chance to extend to this.
They are in Blue Jacket territory. Just checking scores here.
Any updates on Missouri State?
That's what I'm checking, and I don't see a score yet. It is 30 seconds left. It was still 0-0 in the first quarter. Backs in the eye for Queen City. Man in motion from the right to the left. Offsides.
There's no denying that was an offsides.
Gerald Lovely is the quarterback now under center, so we've got Lovely and a Loveday in the backfield, so a lot of love on the field here. 5-yard penalty, offsides on the Blue Jackets, so it'll be 1st and 5. Gorgeous evening here at CY. Backs in the eye behind Lovely. Turns and hands it to the second back through. And he's going to go over the right side. He's going to get across the 15 down to about the 10. And that'll be enough for an Asylum first down.
We've got a couple people kind of getting up a little bit shaken on that one, as there were some big blocks going on there, that little pack.
You know, though there's only 16 men on the field, there are 16 large men. And it's a small field.
It was definitely a very small field.
It's like playing wiffle ball in the bathtub. Turns, hands it to the first back through. Flag comes in from the side judge. So this play may or may not count, but they didn't blow it dead. So we'll see what the referee signal is here, but that's enough.
It's going to be second and
first down and goal, I believe, or second down.
It's going to be second and goal. They gained about 5 on that, or close to 5 if it counts, but
we'll see.
Oh, they gained about 3 or 4.
Give him 4,
so
and
no
they're going to wave the flag off. So the play counts, so it'll be second down and goal from the 6. (24-0), Queen City on top here midway through the second quarter. Lovely under center, backs in the eye behind him. Single wide receiver to his left. Tries to draw him off sides again. Hands it to the first back through, and he's going to be met immediately at the line of scrimmage. But he's going to get across the 5, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play, making it third down and goal from about the 4. Hey, if you're anywhere close, you got to get out here. It is gorgeous, and the olfactory senses. I mean, that's a big word. I've been hanging around Ned Reynolds too long.
Well, the one reason to be here is for the food. There are
food
a couple food trucks out
great.
There, and we are some good food.
Takes a handoff to the first man through, rolls to his left, and he's going to get into the end zone. Does Lovely for a touchdown. That's going to make it 30-0 here. Awaiting the conversion.
We really haven't much stoppage, or haven't had much stoppage in this game. It's just been
just touchdowns.
Yeah, and even the kickoffs, it's go right on, go in, right back into it.
Wish I had a wireless mic. I'd be over there at the food truck. You need to talk to you know anybody that knows that runs any of this. Stormy Davis, the general manager, alongside, doing the announcing as well. Direct snap to the lead back, and he's going to get into the end zone. Lovely was in the backfield. He was in the pistol.
So that makes
26-0 or 32-0.
So Mamba Juan Tacos is one of the food trucks over there, and they make some excellent food over there.
I might have to try that out at halftime when you're running some of your PSAs. Tonight's game also brought to you by, if I can see my sheet here, we mentioned the Drunken Monkey. Also brought to you by Golden Nail, Wampler and Passanese Law Office, Elevate Management.
We're going to have
Contender Esports, Dennis's Place, Perfect Tent, Rico Brazilian All You Can Eat. I have got to go try that. I have done that and said that the last 2 times I've called these games. And the Hill Italian All You Can Eat, I've got to go try that too.
I have never been to the Hill Italian. I've heard it's just great though.
Follow the Leader, Mandays, Tragedy to Triumph Tattoo Studio, and Ned Talk on 104.7 The Cave, your live and local Chiefs pregame show. So we will kick off once again here as that was blown dead. 32-0. Queen City on top. Return man standing at their own 5. Kickoff again is going to be.
He was down, I believe, so we got a late flag after it. No, but he was down after the contact, but excellent run for him to get good field position on there. Make their way into Queen City. So that will be against Queen City. So I'd give him at the 5-yard line if it's 15 yards here, or close to the 5. Maybe the 9 or so. Depends on where they spot everything at. And I believe Gateway will get the ball the second half, so you'd really want to find a way to gain some momentum here to maybe start that. And we got a flag down though. I've seen a lot of contact on offense and defense there, so it's going to be interesting. Now, I have talked to officials, and you can get offensive and defensive pass interference on the same play, which will offset.
Go defense!
And he may get this. He has a good run there. He had just a couple defenders to get by as they were able to grab the legs and pull him down. It has to be 70 degrees out here. Just nice breeze blowing. Uh-oh. believe we are back on. Yep, we are back on channel here. I do apologize. We had some extra technical issues. We must be having the same issues we're having with the internet. So we'll be back. Yep, we'll be back in about. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds here to sort that out.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Coming back out of the timeout, as just a reminder, please do not text and drive, as that could be very dangerous.
Get that. There you go.
He's still going. He just went end zone to end zone on that play. This does not So we're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back after this PSA.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
So it looks like the conversation is over, and that will result in a unsportsmanlike against the Jackets. I'm not sure how that will be applied in this situation here, as it is the extra point. It may be applied to the kickoff. All right, I believe we have the audio issues figured out.
So 40-0 here, late in the second quarter.
We do. I apologize. Guy, you were having some audio issues a minute ago there.
Getting more and more frustrated here. Hopefully cooler heads prevail. Still some discussion going on. Coach he's upset one with the call down here because I couldn't tell. We don't have the best angle on whether or not he did get in on the two-point conversion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the feature being at this championship game for encourage sportsmanship. Queen fans, players, staff, and all here at the game.
Well, somebody blew a whistle, but it's not the referee because he's still talking.
We're going to take a 1-minute break here, and we are going to be back.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Ms. Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma.
Not sure that anything was adjudicated over there, and I don't think either party is happy at this point.
Looks like we're
going to resume anyway.
Yes, we are ready for some more football. We only have a couple minutes left in this half.
Kick is up, and we've got another flag.
And we're not going to get very far on this to start out. We're going to have that laundry coming out. And I believe we are back live here. We have been having some network issues as, for whatever reason, the congestion is really bad
brings him to the line
right
of
now.
scrimmage. Looks at the defense. Backs one of his wide receivers up. Looks out to his right. He's got short hair here in the flat. And he's going to pick up the first down.
So with around
nearing midfield.
With around 2 minutes to go, the Jackets have a little bit of a roll. We have timeout Gateway.
So we got timeout Gateway here as they stop the clock under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
That's our final timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Got something similar.
I've got a portable tower, but I don't think I can. It's Jock's. It's not mine. I don't have any idea. They just. Live at CY Sports on a gorgeous evening for tonight's outdoor 8-man national championship. Gateway trailing and a fumble, knocks it out of his hands, picks it up and into the end zone for the touchdown, and nearly over to the softball field. Loveday just trying to step up into the pocket. Ball got slapped out of his hand and bounced right back up into the defender's hand. And he went about 18 yards for the touchdown. So 46-0 now as we approach the end of the first half of play. $46-0. Asylum team has been pretty dominant all season long.
I think their closest game was 30 points in St. Louis, the last
prior to this team,
them.
Prior to Gateway.
They had a good showing in Aurora when they played the Monarchs down there. That was around a 40-point game as they played a very tough team, the winner of their league.
Lovely under center. Turns and hands to the second back through, and he's going to get into the end zone. So with under 2 minutes to play here in half number one, it is 48-0. You almost have to get an abacus and bring it with you every time Queen City plays just to keep track.
Yeah.
This is the highest attended game I've seen this year here at CY Sports Complex. Come on out if you want to be a part of it. The food's still cooking because I can still smell it.
We still have a half to go in this ball game.
$48-0. Under a minute to play here in the first half. 8-man outdoor national championship game. Kick is a short kick. Going to be fielded at the 12 and dropped and picked up. And had he gotten through there, he had a lot of running room. And that was short. That Kevin Short is wearing. So 1st and 10. Ball is at 23, 2 yards short of midfield. Probably take a couple of shots at the end zone here depending on the clock. Not sure what a prevent defense looks like in 8-man football, but I would imagine this is it. And we got flags. What had happened? Did you see that? Where he ran a stop like he was going to just take a pass out in the flat. He faked it, and as he faked the pass, the defender comes up to try and intercept it, and then he turns to run downfield, runs right into him. So we got a pass interference. Because the ball was in the air, I don't think they can call illegal contact. It is pass interference.
So that's going to give them a first.
And that'll be a 5-yard penalty, but it'll be 1st and 5. Not sure.
There was no one close to that.
That was just a misread there as you look at Kevin Short, the wide receiver, turning back to the quarterback. A lot of times you've got audibles that are hand signals from the quarterback, whether it's touching the top of his head or grabbing a face mask or sticking his arms out like Short was indicating there. Well, that'll determine what the route is. So there was some confusion there, I think, on an audible. And that's a very difficult pass to catch at that distance.
That's especially as hard as he throws that ball. That's a tough one. So they got a 3rd and 5 now coming up.
Was Loveday, and you were at the game in St. Louis, and was Loveday the quarterback there?
I don't believe he was up there. They ran the ball a lot in St. Louis, though. There wasn't a lot of passing up there.
Well, if you're going to beat Queen City, you've got to be able to score a lot of points. That was a well-thrown ball and a pass interference there.
We got a flag, so we're going to have some interference probably on that.
That was a well-thrown football.
I'm surprised he didn't catch that. He had that in his hand. That was a good effort for trying to catch that ball.
Pass interference in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 2.
That was a very well-placed football on his part.
And I've said it all evening. This kid throws the ball well.
I talked with him, and he went straight from Belleville to playing over in Illinois there for football for a while.
Says on the sheet, Milliken.
Yep. And then he got out for about I think less than a year, and he just kind of seen a tryout and took it.
1st and goal from the 2. Maybe a jump, offsides there. Passes, I think, intercepted and caught from behind is Queen City, and we may have a flag. Let's see if we got a flag. They may have blown that dead.
I mean, they stopped like it was a flag, but then he just kind of picked it off and ran with it. I'm not sure what happened there on that.
It looked like Leadlove thought the play was over, and he's trying to get close enough where he can hear what's being said.
Because the offensive
I thought somebody jumped.
Yeah, the offensive line stopped completely, and he threw it. And
that's what happened. So that play did not occur. So finally a break for Gateway.
I mean, both sides were kind of confused. They're just standing there at the moment. And
heck, I was confused.
I was watching through a screen here on the camera and trying to figure out what was going on. And
it almost looked like Loveday tried to give the ball to the referee. Just flip it to him because he thought the play was over.
Yeah, and
the defender just took it from the referee to go running.
So as you said, a good break for Gateway there, especially where they're at near the end zone.
Handoff in the backfield, running to the right side, and he's not going to pick up anything. In fact, lose a yard. Don't know what the clock situation is.
It's got to be under a minute now. We've had several plays.
The back judge is keeping time. He's indicated to the referee what the time is. Not sure if he got out of bounds over there. I'm a mite confused as to what's happening. Loveday in the backfield, single back in the backfield. Changing up the play. Or he's not changing the play. The referee's still talking to the coach. Now he's going to go talk to the other coach.
We seem to kind of have a lot of confusion going on right now. We got a huddle here in the field, a huddle with each coach. The only official not talking to coaches is out here on the other sideline.
So we will resume. We're not quite sure what the time is. We did not wind the clock, just started the play clock. Throws a 9 route. It's going to be deep in the end zone, but
that's going to be
pass interference again.
Yeah. You definitely have to wait for the ball to get there before you get up and knock him out on that play.
And I don't know if that could be
I mean, that was almost uncatchable.
Yeah, maybe not uncatchable, but he wasn't going to stay in the end zone if he catches it. Now we've got another conference. We got to break up as you've got Queen City Asylum players getting into it with the coach for Gateway. Or I'm assuming that's a coach. He's got a uniform on, pants on anyway.
Looks like we are, well, the yard marker says first down still, so I don't.
Yeah, the pass interference makes it first down. And they're still.
Now that would move it to the 1 yard line, though, wouldn't it? Or 2 yard line, half the distance?
Yeah, it's at the 2. It's at the extra point line right now, so that'd be about the 2.5.
And our marker guy has moved himself back behind the ball there. So we do have a 48-0 lead still in this game. And all right, looks like we're
first and goal from the 1. New quarterback in the backfield. He's going to crawl up under center. Going to take it and try and just run it in. Ball is picked up, but the play's been blown dead. That evidently was the last play.
Both teams are leaving the field, so once again the Jackets coach is out there.
They may not come back out after half. I mean,
like someone just said in the stands, they called a 2-minute warning 30 minutes ago.
48-0. But that was a first down, so it's either the end of the first half or it's second down and goal.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes after the half here for some more football.
There's a way to stop the spread of coronavirus. There's a way to protect others. There's a way to keep your family safe. New York figured it out. The answer weighs less than an ounce. It's not a heavy lift. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.
Was that personal foul both ways or just one? Well, I didn't see that. So personal foul charge to Queen City. And I don't understand. There's no assessment. When the ball are kicking off from where they always say there's got to be some way to adjudicate that where there's some penalty. I would think if you get an unsportsmanlike or unnecessary roughness or call like that, but there's no penalty. Well, I mean, with yardage assigned, not sure how that works. So Queen Queen City to kick off. And it is 54-0 here early in the third quarter. Squib kick going to be taken up to 15, across the 20, out to right about the 25-yard line. Now we've got another flag. Nope. Yes, my apologies. There is not a flag on the play. So it'll be first down and 10. Gateway trailing 54-0.
Looks like
referee's trying to push these teams further apart. But there was a flag.
So that was against.
Marked off an additional 10 yards, but I did not see what the call was. I thought I saw a flag come flying in. Evidently, it was on Queen City. Stormy Davis tells me it probably is the assessment of the penalty from the previous play. Handoff in the backfield. Kind of runs right into offensive lineman. And then a defensive lineman is forced out of bounds. He's going to lose about 2 on the play. Just really tough to run the ball outside because there's no width to the field at 28 yards wide. You've got to turn upfield in a hurry.
It is almost impossible to run a sweep play with this field right here.
And there's no hashes, so the ball's always in the middle of the field.
And you got three big linemen right there waiting for you up the middle most of the time. So it is not a runner's game sometimes. Speaking of not runner's game, was able to get free. We have
kind of a broken play there in the backfield. Lovelady able to make something positive out of it. He's going to pick up almost 5 on the play. Going to bring up third down and about 6.
Did a great job of not being brought down by the 4 or 5 people that were able to get their hands on him.
Lovelady's is a big kid, 6'5", 215 pounds. He has been rather careless with the football. He's fumbled twice and nearly fumbled that time. Drops straight back, looks, got short on the sideline. He makes one guy miss, and he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he may have it on third down and about 6. He's going to get down to the 10-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
So
having some success.
It's like first and goal.
Now it's first and goal.
Of course, we are about 20 foot deep in the hole right now, and it's going to take a lot of shoveling to fill in that hole at the moment. 56 points.
It's tough to work your way out of this. Snap to Lovelady, handoff in the backfield. And he's going to be hit and dropped immediately for no gain.
I believe, is it tomorrow or Monday, the big Chiefs-Ravens game there?
That is Monday night.
That is the really hot game of the week for, what, 2 undefeated teams right now?
This could determine Monday night who the 1 seed is in the AFC. Snap back, he's going to throw a 9 route. He's got a guy there. We've got to get those kids. They're going to get run over.
And they are standing literally right on that line right there.
Yeah, that was nearly...
They're still standing right on that line right there.
They've moved back a little bit now. So that's going to make it third down and goal from about the 6. trailing 54-0 here in this 8-man outdoor national championship game. Snap back to Lovelady, gives it to the second man through. He's going to get across the 5 and down near the goal line. He's going to be dropped at about the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. So 4th and goal. Just for all intents and purposes, you feel like they got to punch it in. They're probably.
Looks like it's going to be a handoff, and
he's still on his feet, and he's going to get into the end zone. Now, are they going to rule him down or not?
we got the
Judge over here ruling him down.
We got one saying good. We got one over here on the back at the 5.
He's
so
got it marked. And the referee has signaled touchdown, so that is a touchdown.
So Gateway will get on the board tonight with at least 6 points here.
54-6 now.
Yeah.
Midway through the 3rd quarter of play. They will line up and go for 2. Single back in the backfield for Lovedale. Looks to the right, he's got a man. Quick hitter.
He's in.
Into the end zone, 54-8.
And with that, we'll take a 30-minute PSA break and be back.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
At least they avoid the shutout. A lot of football left to play.
We still got a little over a quarter and a half to go at least. As
now you got to wonder maybe an onside kick here.
You know,
that's what Queen City is wondering as well as they're bringing up.
I've seen times where it doesn't hurt to get creative.
And kick goes ahead, kicks it deep. He's going to field it right at the 1. Going to bring it out across the 10.
He's going to be taken down short.
At the 11-yard line. So that's where Queen City will take over here midway through the 3rd quarter, leading 54-8.
It's a good kick for Queen City on that. Or on Gateway.
Ball at the 11, 1st and 10. Rush is in the backfield again. No backs with it. 4 wide receivers spread to 2 to either side. Now we've got a flag. Maybe an illegal defense. Actually, there's 9 guys on the field.
Well, you can't have 9 in an 8-man league.
Yeah, that. I was trying to figure out who's supposed to be off the field.
So that's 5 free
yards.
yards.
Worth a try at 54-8.
I've seen a few high school games where 12 people have managed to slip in there once or twice, and
throws it long, does Rush down the right side. Out throws everyone. The closest man to it was the defender from Gateway.
And really good defense by Gateway on that, as they were just able to slow him down enough and Because we've seen his arm is accurate. He can.
Second down and, well, what appears to be 6 after a 5-yard penalty, but
it's a depth perception right there. Ooh, we're going to have a defensive offsides, I believe, on that.
Draw one. Now, this should be a first down, but when they mark this off, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do you have 2 5-yard penalties?
And we have
it'd still be second down and 2.
2 yards to go.
That I've seen it all.
I think you have the audio clip of the week right there.
Yeah, he may. The referee is.
The white hat's looking, going, wait a minute here.
How is this possible?
The white hat, he's thinking like, wait, we haven't run a play yet. What do you do? What happened here? This should be a first down, as the white hat just signaled 2, and he's like, wait.
MIT at this point to try and figure out how that happened.
And the ball was in front of the line while the marker's behind the line still, so.
It is first down. They do figure it out. They move the ball up. So it is 1st and 10.
I was about to make a phone call to a tire alignment shop there to straighten everything out a little bit.
So it is 1st and 10. Rush still in the backfield, single back beside him. He takes the snap. Somebody moved, and I believe that's Queen City.
That will be against them, so
now will be 1st and
15.
We would assume 15.
Looks pretty close to 15.
We have not run a play yet.
I don't think we've had a single play yet without a flag or something going on.
Rush in the backfield, single wide receiver, or back with him. They rush 4. He looks, he's got a man open here on the sideline. Great catch.
I believe he got it.
And
he did.
Keep his hands or his feet in bounds and make the catch for a gain of 5 back to the original line of scrimmage. So second down and just over 10 to go. And I don't know, now he's looking as if he wants to measure.
I think we got a mitt.
He assumed that was the end of the yard marker. That's why he was looking. Going to run the option. And he keeps it, does rush, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and brought down.
It's going to bring up
to run an option there unless you're going to bring a reverse back to this side of the field. Just not enough room to pitch it.
So big third down now coming up.
Third down, and we'll say 10.
Looks like 10-ish.
Rush alone in the backfield. They rush 4. He gets away from 2 of them.
Well, he gets free again. He may have some running room.
And he's going to turn it upfield. He's being chased from behind. And he's pushed out of bounds and nearly into the crowd. And he's going to be close to a first down.
That should be a first.
That was tantamount to LeBron James coming over onto the sideline, going for a ball out of bounds. He was in the crowd.
Oh, it's a... Hold on, we got...
The chain crew and then the referee have an unusual relationship at this point.
So when I've done chains, you got to know what that referee's doing all the time. And
well, nonetheless, it is a first down. That was well read. Rush faked it in the backfield and tried to throw a little screen out to this side. And two defenders read that play well and came up and made the tackle for a loss of 1.
Now, I believe we should be doing a running clock during this half, too, so... Because we have a 48-point lead. Sorry, my math was about as good as on the field right now. 56 to 8.
50.
You have 54?
I've got 54. Rush creates some time, throws it as the intended receiver tipped it, and the guy behind him almost comes up in the end zone with it. Two guys on the same side of the field. Of course, Rush was rolling this way. It'd been hard going to his left to throw it to the other side of the field, but he's just able to create so much time in the backfield.
Problem with high scores is it's easy to get knocked off, especially when there's no scoreboard out there to tell you what it is.
$54 to 8 is what I have. Rush alone in the backfield. Looks over the defense. Gonna roll his right. He's got a lot of room. He's gonna turn upfield. Makes one guy miss. Makes another guy miss. Makes another guy miss. And he's gonna get down inside the 5 before he goes out of bounds. That's enough for a first down. Gonna mark it at about the 4.
He's bringing back some shades of Hillcrest back in the day there, and
but timeout. Timeout, Queen City. So we'll step away and take a timeout as well.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I wasn't sure if I could do it. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
Thank you, Miss Araceli. I know you make a difference in people's lives because of the person and teacher you are. I wanted to be here because I wanted to thank you for helping me get a beautiful gift.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
We are back live here at CY Sports Complex in Nicholson, Missouri for tonight's 8-man outdoor national championship game. Queen City on top 54 to 8 at this time, and they've got it first and goal from the 4. And off low reverse, and there's all kinds of room, and he's not going to be touched. Not going to be touched. He gets into the end zone, and that was number 81.
So that makes it 60 to 8 now. That makes it 60 to 8.
60 to 8.
Yep. I don't know if
on the carry, and that is Ren Rodriguez.
I don't know if Gateway even seen the reverse back there. It just kind of stunned the one side, and really a beautiful setup the way they did that.
Well, I think that's where you can have a lot of success, because if you've created a wide side of the field, because you brought the ball outside the middle of the field over here, now you've got a lot of running room on the other side of the field, where if you just run a pitch out here, you've only got 14 yards.
Yep. There's been a few times I've seen teams do that, plus add a third reverse to it, and that should be good. It is.
Nine route, wide open, right at the pylon. Well thrown.
We got a little extracurricular stuff still going on out there, but
62 to 8. Here's your score right now. And we've still got things going on.
So we are, that extended it to 62-8 here as.
Well, you're going to see that this game gets more and more out of hand. Folks are going to get frustrated because I'm sure there's a lot of jabbering going on out there.
So since we're on the topic of covering football here, well, calling football, anything big last night that upsets that you happen to notice?
Well, probably the biggest upset of the season is an 0-4 Willard team defeating the number 6 ranked team in Class 6, Joplin, who handily beat them earlier in the year. Now, Joplin was without probably their best running back, but that doesn't matter. Willard, very young up front, and gets a huge win, and the kick is going to sail into the end zone and dropped, picked up, brought out of the end zone, across the 5, across the 10, and tackled at about the 11, and that's where they'll start from.
Yep. You know, that Willard win just shows how, you know, tough the COC is this year, as really anyone can beat anyone right now.
Alabama now on top of Mizzou, 35-13. Checking on Missouri State here is Gateway will start 1st and 10 from their 14. Cannot find a score here. It is at half, it's 17-7, Missouri State on top of UCA.
Some good news coming out of there.
62-8. Little quick hitter there in the middle, and it's going to be caught for a gain of about 4. Immediately tackled, but a nice pickup, gain of 5 on the play. They're going to give him 5 out to about the 20.
It's always a good little short gain right there.
One of the few times in the middle of the field that the ball hasn't been batted by a defensive lineman.
I was about to
or hit the helmet of an offensive.
About every time they just throw a hand up or just right off the helmet.
Back looking in the middle of the field.
Almost picked off.
A little hot, probably.
That came in. You heard the thud on there come off. Still didn't have the quadruple bounce like that other one had there. Reminds me of the old Michael Jordan commercials back in the day, the trick shot.
So tough in the middle of the field, especially a small field like this. You know, those are passes you've got to catch with your hands. If you're running parallel to the quarterback, you've got to be able to catch that in your hands. And guys a lot of times get those alligator arms because they know they're going to get hit because they're going over the middle.
It's hard to observe the ball when you get your hands locked up like that.
A quick hitter, double screen out here. Going to be short of the first down.
So
over here, ended up a couple of defender and a wide receiver ended up in the chair.
we got a very short 4th and short here, as if they don't get this, this will give Queen City some great field position. Looks like the Stormy's ordering some food over here.
Draw play right up the middle, trying to get to
He is.
It's going to be very close. Line judge on the opposite side of the field is signaling first down.
I think the ball made it. It made it because it's.
Yeah, that is a first down.
It's going to be close, and it should make it.
Yeah, it is a first.
Good effort to extend that ball out when he was being tackled there.
So the first 4th down conversion for Gateway on the evening. So 1st and 10, ball right at midfield.
So Another pass downfield.
Another well-thrown ball.
You know, good placement. Yeah, good.
Just unable to hang on to it.
I mean, it almost sounds better, but you really have to not anticipate the hit. You got to work on catching the ball first. But it's really hard when you are anticipating a hit coming at you.
(62 to 8). We've got kids on the field, and the referee's got to go back, try to get them to go off the sideline.
Now we got 2 kids on the field. Well, they're a little further back.
Lovelady back to the line of screen, 2nd down and 10. Goes to the middle of the infield, trying to set up the screen, gets it set up. Stays on his feet after one hit, still on his feet. Switches hands with the football, helmets on the ground.
He's still going to get the first down as we got a...
He's going to get the first. 2 helmets on the field.
Once again, good placement by Ledlove there to, I mean, he just throws lasers, though, out there.
Kind of see him setting up the screen there. Again, 62 to 8. Nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. Comes straight back, looks over the middle again.
That may be intercepted here.
But they're going to rule it down as it goes through his arms and goes into the ground. Nice attempt there. That's Nicholas Burns. We've seen carry the football a couple times today offensively.
That's something the Asylum has done, is really focus on the tipping the ball, getting their hands up, and just trying to get that interception.
Fumbles the football again. Once again, Lovelady. Now they're going to rule this an incomplete pass, I believe.
That's what the call just was issued there.
They ruled that an incomplete pass, so not a fumble on the play. A little Tom Brady tuck rule there. Who was that against? Oakland? So 3rd down and 10. Ball is at the 13-yard line. They need to get inside the 4, nearly to the 3. Drops straight back. Puts a little air on it. A great catch.
He got the catch. I don't know if it was in. It was in.
Touchdown.
Beautiful catch. And the official had to do a little backhanded behind the back catch of his own right there. So.
Well, nice work by the officials on this side as the line judge was signaling to the back judge that he did get his feet down. So a touchdown, and it's 62 to 14.
Now the Jackets really have a good future to work on, next year with this quarterback, and just the accuracy that if they can key into that, repeatedly, they're going to have a good season next year again.
Handoff straight up the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So 62 to 16 now is your score late here in the 3rd quarter, and we've still got some extracurricular things going on.
We got a flag now thrown. So
McCready's trying to get Lovelady is trying to get his team
just get away.
off of the field.
That's against Gateway.
It's It seems like it's always the same 2 or 3 that get into it here. Maybe they just need to put seats back behind the bench for them. When the buses are in, they can go sit on the bus and watch television.
Now, something also going on here, they have the youth football that plays every weekend here, which when I talked to them earlier, that everything's going well. They got several local teams, including one from up around Waynesville, St. Robert area that come down here to play. So it's a good opportunity to keep the kids out of trouble, keep them active, playing football a little bit.
Maybe an onside kick attempt here. And no. Going to kick it as deep. It's going to be caught. Nope. They still haven't picked it up. Now they pick it up. Hot potato out there. If he gets to the corner and can turn it up, he's got an opportunity.
Looks like the ball will start about near the 10-yard line area, somewhere close to that. Oh, maybe. Oh, they're further back. It's going to start around the 6 or 7-yard line. And at one point,
penalty, and it's a big one, 10-yard penalty. I've seen no signal.
That must be from the last penalty to assess the yardage.
You are correct, and I have forgotten that already. That happened once before. Got 4 backs in the backfield. Little option to the right. I believe that's Lovely in the backfield.
So,
no, that's number 15.
I believe we're going to have our end of the period here, possibly. Nope. It is 62-16 right now.
62-16 is your score.
Nope. Maybe we don't have the end of the quarter. Nope, we do have the end of the quarter, so we are going to take a break, and we'll be back after this 30-second PSA.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
It's 17-7 in the third.
So starting the fourth quarter, the Asylum go for the run, and they're going to gain some big yardage here. And that's going to be an unquestionable first down, as that's something they've really been pretty decent at this game, just that getting open, that short yardage, and breaking it, you know, a 5-yard run to a 12, 15-yard run.
Well, they've got this kind of weird formation where it's almost like the wishbone in the backfield and the quarterback in the pistol. We've gone to it here again.
They've kind of got...
He goes, he's got blockers. And he's going to take it again and turn upfield, and he's still on his feet. Almost fumbled the football, but he hangs on to it. He's going to pick up about 8.
It's kind of like a goal line formation almost that they're running there to add a blocker to go either direction.
Well, getting Rush some time off the field. At this point, being the last game, there's no need in.
I think Rush has had 3 or 4 touchdowns at least in this game.
Yeah.
He's
and a touchdown pass. Once you put 62 points on the board, there's going to be several guys getting in the end zone a lot of times.
And Rush definitely has not lost a step from college or high school there. He is quick on his feet still.
Once again in this modified wishbone. Going to hand off over the right side. He's got some room, and then met immediately here on second down. Pushes him all the way back to about the 20, but it's going to pick up about a yard on the play. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Looks like about 3 yards to go on this down.
What is that, 3? Let's say 3.
Yeah, looks like about 3. We still have third down on the chains, though.
Okay, it's third down.
They've been in sync the whole game, so we're good.
Right straight forward ahead, and he's going to get down to about the 5. We got a flag on this side of the field. May have had somebody line up off sides.
And the marker has moved already, which if this is against the asylum, then that could really cause some problems.
He must have apparently just dropped it because they waved it off. So that'll be first down and goal from the 6.
Why you think we got it?
Already leading 62 to 16.
So we have a first and goal here.
Field goal, it's now 20 to 7.
Let's put one here, we'll put one here. Let's see if they find each other.
Lovely under center, backs in the eye, hands it off to the second man through. Bounces off of 1, spins out of that. It's going to get down inside the 5.
Yep. And the Bears have really, they're turning things around. They're starting to, especially after the last couple of years, they're looking pretty solid this year now.
And this is a very good UCA team. This is a nationally ranked team.
Now their conference, if I'm right, they're playing in the spring, correct?
They are indeed.
So this is not the only football. This is bonus football, basically, for Missouri State right now.
They're going to try and play 3 games, 2 with UCA. Going to run the option.
So, which is a great, option to let the teams play in the fall to kind of. It's kind of like what they do for baseball. They do a short little fall season.
Right. In UCA's case, they've got a full schedule. They're going to play 10 games.
So
10 games, maybe 11
so
in the fall, but they're not going to play in the spring. The rest of their conference will play in the spring. But they're trying to build on. They feel like they've got a national championship type run in them for that following fall, and they don't want to play spring and the fall. Hand off to the second back through. He's going to get.
He's going to be down, I believe.
Down at the 1 foot line. And you can't believe he didn't get in, but he did not get in.
He took a roll right there, and it's
back to the line.
We got a lot of movement.
We got guys trying to get off the field.
They were starting before everyone was ready to stop that play.
So this fourth down, according to the yard marker, 4th and goal from the 1 foot line.
So any update on the Tigers up there in Columbia? They're playing a tough Alabama team.
Let's see here.
I dread anyone in the SEC conference any year because they're just stacked with good teams on that one.
Mizzou, Alabama.
And we're going to have a false start on the offense, so we're going to have a 4th and 6 coming up now.
Hmm. 38-13, Alabama on top of Mizzou.
Well, the Tigers are hanging in there a little bit with Alabama.
is 4th down and goal. They move the ball back to about the 6 after the penalty. And a little jump pass, and defender gets back there and dived and able to knock it down and save the touchdown.
So Gateway will pick up the ball about the 5-yard line, go in the other direction.
And not sure what's happened here. Got a lot of guys glad-handing each other like the game is over.
I think this may be the point where some of these players start coming in and some of them start staying out for the drive. We're going to have a timeout, so we'll be back in 1 minute.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad! Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right. I don't.
We are back here, and we just realized that they never switched sides at the quarter.
Well, downfield pass. That was a post route.
Tough pass to catch, though. He had to really stretch to grab that. As
It would have been a tremendous catch.
especially
Well thrown football.
that would have been a beautiful catch with my close-up I had, but also good effort on the defense, though, to get his hand up there without any cover, any contact before the coverage while he's in the air. So what's your take with some of this college football, some playing spring, some playing in the fall? Is there really a way to determine a national champion this year if you don't have, say, California?
Well, I think at this point with the Pac-12 and the Big Ten reversing their decision and playing, now decide they're going to play in the fall, then I think you can have a legitimate national champion. But if you eliminate, the Big Ten, which would be Ohio State, Michigan, well, Michigan's not going to do anything. But
So how do you consider a team, though, that's played 4 games or 5 compared to someone, say, that's played a full 10-game schedule or something like that?
well, then you're going to be up to the voters.
Because they may have played, 4 easier teams, and then while the other one has played an SEC schedule of everyone that's super tough. I mean,
Yeah. Lovelady drops back, is in the end zone. He steps up and makes the guy miss.
he's in the open.
Sideline's going to have enough for the first down. He's got a lot of room here.
But, I think the good thing is, even with the spring season, a lot of these kids are going to be able to get, especially seniors graduating, wanting to play at the next level, or, even just finish out the year, they'll have at least some time to play.
Well, kids that are maybe going to play at the next level are not going to play in the spring because their agents are going to say, no, you can't afford to be injured in the spring right before the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So you're going to see a lot of those guys opt out, and a lot of them would have, and maybe some still will.
As you see,
opt out.
there's some of them that, especially Division II, where they're football, then they run track in the spring, relays and things of that nature.
I can't imagine what it's going to be like next spring, early March at Missouri State, where you've got women's basketball, men's football, baseball, and soccer all going on.
Good tip by the defense there, but like same thing for Missouri S&T and Rolla. Soccer shares the same stadium, football shares the same stadium, track shares the same stadium, and they all play on the same weekend, so you're going to have some really packed. You may have a football game, you may have a soccer game at 10 in the morning and a football game at 5, 6 o'clock at night, and a track meet the very next day.
Yeah, can you imagine how much fun that's going to be for a fan?
Now, normally they play Sunday soccer in the GLVC, which that'll help the schedule a little, but you're going to have, you know, a lot of sports and a lot of games going on in each weekend.
Well, this is the Missouri Valley Conference. Can you imagine going to a baseball game in the morning, a football game in the afternoon, and a men's basketball game that night, all on campus? That may be grounding.
Yep.
Looking for a receiver there, and he's got one in the area, but he didn't turn around. Lovelady's trying to backpedal for his life.
Yep. Of course, for someone covering sports, that'd be a dream right there to be able to spend one day and get 3 or 4 sports covered in one, you know.
Yeah, if you're taking pictures, if you're writing stories, you're not going to be able to do it.
Oh, you're going to be spending some late night hours trying to get those stats down because you're going to have 4 pages of paperwork to look at.
4th and 10 here for the Blue Jackets.
Now these teams will return in the springtime for their spring season.
Another case, you cannot let that ball get into your pads. You got to use your hands to catch that football.
So that should be a turnover going the other way now. And there's a few kids that, you know, they play basketball and football occasionally. So I'm curious what's going to happen with. Yep. So I'm curious how they're going to kind of juggle their schedule, or, you know, if their basketball coach is saying, "Hey, you know, you're helping us too," and there may be they may just be a sub coming in, but they may be one of the better players.
Saw Jeremy Nicholson one time, an Ash Grove Pirate. Very successful high school career. Went and played at Missouri State University, basketball and football. In the last regular season home game of football, he scored a touchdown. They had a basketball game that same day, exhibition game. Went from the football field to the basketball court and hit a 3-pointer. The only player in NCAA history to score a touchdown and hit a 3-pointer on the same day.
Nice. We're having a little bit of extracurricular talking out there. It's under 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Now for high school is another situation too. You got some good track athletes now that are going to have to decide, you know, if their school's still doing track in the spring and they're also doing football. Are you going to...
You may see guys and ladies double up. You've seen that in the past with women's soccer and track and field. I can remember Nixa on the track and field side had a lot of success because they would schedule their track meets opposite their soccer games. So the ladies would run both. They'd run a track meet, then they'd play soccer.
Now coming from Dixon, we have, you know, you could do multiple sports. So we had a kid that played soccer, played golf, and ran track all in the same season.
Handoff right up the middle for Queen City.
Yep.
Going to pick up maybe 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6.
But he was all state and a state qualifier and everything. So, you know, some people enjoy doing that. They enjoy, you know, just staying busy, competing in different things.
You see it sometimes with golf and baseball in the spring on the boys' side as well. So you see guys that play golf, and then they'll go out and play for their baseball team.
Golf is a sport that I enjoy, but it's not a sport that enjoys me score-wise.
Going to pick up about a yard, just going over left tackle there. I say the left tackle because I don't believe there's any guards. It just goes center, tackle.
So we
We're
need
starting
to
see guys help each other up, put arms around each other now, so maybe the hostilities are waning.
Everything's kind of settled in.
And you've got some of the guys sitting back there on the benches.
We need to work on a schedule to go to have a little golf game once in a while there.
Yeah, 4th down and 5. Back in the eye.
That's going to be against the Jackets on the...
Who's this going to be on?
Looked like the defense jumped on my end right there. We got 2 officials doing 2 different things right there. So that is against the... Yep, it is against the defense.
That's going to be 1st and 10. Right at the 10-yard line, so they'll... Come on, chain gang.
Yep.
Now you be a 1st down.
Yep.
You got to...
Chain gang still a little...
Let's go. There we go. Move it down.
Oh, still not calibrated yet.
I think it's going to be 1st and
The
goal.
players are like, come on.
Well, I think the ball is touching, the nose of the ball is touching the 10. So to get a 1st down, they're going to have to score a touchdown. Backs in the eye. They're staying on the ground, trying to run out the clock. Hand off to the second man through. It's going to pick up about a yard. A little piling on there that probably not necessary.
That's definitely a 1st down now. That doesn't need no measurement. Well, we got a 2nd down marker, but we have the marker in front of the chains, and they're
2nd goal.
Okay. That's what was confusing, and they're still holding up the markers on the other side, and we're like,
not sure what's happened now.
I've still got 1 timeout for Queen City here, but I didn't see a timeout signal out there.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. I'm not sure what the time situation is with regards to time left in the game.
Now, something else I noticed athletic-wise this weekend, or this week, was golf. Glendale upset Catholic the other day, and
girls golf?
In girls golf, Glendale beat Catholic. I believe it was, I forgot which tournament it was, but it was a pretty good tournament. I think it was SBU or something like that. But
wow, I did not see that. That is a surprise.
If anyone follows golf, they'll realize that's a pretty good upset right there.
That's probably bigger than Willard beating Joplin in football. Low snap. Confusion in the back. I think everybody in the backfield touched the football.
Let's say we had a lot of contact and no one really sure who to get the ball.
He's going to lose a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from about the 9. A little bit of a nip in the air now.
Now, part of the problem we're having with some of these, like especially football season, is, the question is, what do you do when a team, cancels the next 2 games and then they have to go? I mean, you've obviously seen that situation, and
side there.
Yep. So we have.
Back judge.
Is that? Nope.
The clock. That's about
I think that is it. So with a final of 60.
Score 62-16, Queen City, and they win the national championship of 8-man outdoor football. 62 to 18.
16. So 62 to 16 here for the final. And we will see you back here in the springtime for some more Gateway Blue Jackets and Queen City football, along with possibly more games down the road. Have a good night. Drive home safe if you're somewhere, and don't forget to get a designated driver.